Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to the show. You know, for the past few episodes, it seems I've been dropping hints that we were getting close to the end of Book 1. Saying things to the hard slingers like, if I can just keep you on task, and I'm moving you down range, and you're so close to the end of this book. And my favorite, do you think you could stay a little later so we can go long? Well, there's no more waiting, because this is the episode. This is the end of Book 1. But, as always, before I ask all you to warm up your dice and top off your glass, I've got to ask for your help, and I hate to do it. Then why do it, Brian? Why? Because as the Dungeon Master for Roll the Hard 20 podcast, I need your help. As we've entered the new year, I find that running the show can be a little expensive. Replacing blown mics, worn cables, and other unforeseen expenses can really make things tight. And while I've never wanted to ask, I've got to put it out there. Any help you can give the show is appreciated. And if you find you can do so, then head on over to patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you can become Hard Slinger. Hell, we're practically giving it away. Thanks for listening to that part, and I'm glad it's out of the way. So, I guess the only thing left to do is warm up your dice and top off your glass as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents our Carrion Crown Run-Through, episode 32, Wrapping Up Ravengro.
It wasn't racist.
Hey man, stating facts.
People, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences that you don't realize. Like, you guys have to do that?
Still recording. See, I just lost my left.
Oh, yeah.
Did you lose it too?
it.
Okay.
We all
I
lost
lost it.
There we go. I think it's a cable.
Yeah, it might be the cable.
Lick
Oh,
it
I
and
lost
stick it
them
back
both.
in.
Relax, guys. We're on it.
That's the wrong hole.
No, it didn't. No such thing. You good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Beer me.
Yes. How you doing, Nick?
I just started. I'm good.
So you ready for another one?
Get him back up.
Yep. For backup.
Backup beer.
I'm always down for backup.
We ready?
Ready, Freddy?
All right.
Yeah.
Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 32 of the Carrion Crown Run-Through. And with me are the Hard Slingers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your trusted GM, Brian. And let me make sure that everybody knows about the show. Remember to follow us on our social media and check out our website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to give us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. So how did everybody feel about that battle last episode?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
I feel like Tom Rex helped a lot.
Dude, that critical taint shot.
That
really
was
turned the
fucking
tides.
awesome, though.
That was a beautiful job.
I mean, I'm hurting, but overall, spiritually, I feel good.
Okay.
Well, technically, you guys are still in the prison at this point.
Yes.
You guys never left. You guys are still in
No,
the
we
hold.
just finished there.
Yeah, you guys are in the hold of where you fought the Lopper.
Open
Yeah.
it.
Tonrex, you remember when you were down in the hole that you saw some items that were down there? Did you ever reclaim any of those before you climbed back out? I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. There were keys and then an axe, right?
There was a sword down there and a ring of keys and some other things that were kind of stuffed underneath the body.
I guess I can relay it to the party, but I didn't pick it up myself.
Okay.
I found one sword, two and four more keys on a set.
God damn it, I think he locked up. We got to reboot him.
Boot him down the hole. You just hear this.
I would not like to go back into the hole.
We
If
put a
anyone
rope
else-
for you. We can get you down there. All right, Allison.
Come on.
I push Alston.
Oh my God.
Allison,
one of
jump
you
down there.
guys.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
jump down there.
Set the rope of climbing first.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah, it's still
That's
there.
right.
So I'll jimmy my way down.
Okay. You see that there is a corpse. Make a medicine check on the corpse. Jeez.
Sorry, I grabbed the wrong dice.
Metal die.
That is 20.
20. As you're looking at this corpse, you notice there are several objects underneath, and as you're looking at the corpse, you notice that both of its legs are shattered below the knees.
Well, I think what killed him is his fall. Both his legs are broken, but there's stuff underneath him. I'll push his body over.
As you push his body over, you see the ring of keys that Tonrex was talking about, and you see this long sword as well. Underneath the body, you see what appears to be an unusual-looking dagger. It's almost like an off-silver type of a dagger. And you see a ring that his body was resting against as well. The ring itself looks kind of greenish, almost as though it's tarnished.
Well, I will pocket the ring and... what was the other thing?
Dagger?
Dagger.
And the dagger. I'll pocket those things. So, I found some keys.
And the longsword.
Did you
And the
find
longsword.
longsword? Perfect.
Oh, yes, Tom Rex. Are you good with the sword?
I am not.
That's all right. We'll find a suitor for it. Anything else on the body? Just like investigation? Anything
Just
like...
tattered rags.
Okay, so nothing that stands out.
No.
Tattered rags, nothing in his pockets.
He doesn't have
No,
pockets.
he doesn't have pockets?
These are prison garbs, similar to the ones that you saw on the other prisoners from before. There are no pockets. There's no strings or anything like that. Just straight up pantalones.
Pantalones.
Lederhosen.
So I'm just going to do a quick prayer. Hope his soul is at rest and doesn't come back and try to kill us later on our way out or something like that.
The
And-
Lopper Party.
Oh, no.
In a world.
I thought he had an axe, not a sword. And I will jimmy my way back up the rope.
Make your way back up to the top. You see the rest of your group waiting for you.
Whip out the keys. Actually, who had the other set of keys? Erwin, did you have a set of keys?
Did I?
Somebody had a set
don't know,
of
did
keys.
We had a set of
from
keys
Kaler.
from upstairs.
No, from Sheriff.
No, I have
Kaler.
the...
I can't remember if I pocketed them or someone
I
else.
feel like
did.
you have the key.
I
from
have
Kaler.
Sheriff Kaler's keys, but we found another ring of keys and would have sworn. No?
Probably Talos had it.
I don't think so.
No? Okay, maybe I was daydreaming.
I guarantee you, Tonrex does not have them.
Yeah, well, maybe I was thinking something else.
Mr. T1000 over here.
You're from the future. How many keys are there? I'm just
Too
kidding.
many to count.
He would be the person to ask, though. I mean, whose keys these belong to, though.
All right. Ask me so I can ask Brian.
All right. Tomrex.
How many keys? Who do these keys belong to?
Make a history check.
These the warden's keys.
Negative.
Negative?
That's 2.
Yeah.
You don't even know what keys are.
Actually, if I add intelligence, it's
Those dudes.
4.
4. Your mind,
Newish. Last time I had these.
your processing unit is still defragging right now. You might have that answer in like a couple of hours or a couple of days or a couple of minutes. Depends on how long it takes for that to clear itself of all the junk.
We gotta
Tonrex ignores the question.
We gotta
And I
upgrade him
don't
to
care.
solid state.
You can hear like the 5-inch floppy just has
God, it's not a
it's that old, yeah.
big ass floppy.
Yeah. Your floppy's mine. So,
Real quick. How many keys are on this ring?
there's 5 keys. They look to be master keys.
Are you showing us these keys?
Yeah, I showed them to everyone.
Do they all look the same?
One of the keys says S level. Another one says T level, U level, R level, and safe.
Well, boys, I think I know where we're going. Do any of them say do not duplicate? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
I'm trying to think of something else. It's all right.
I know a guy that'll do it anyway.
That's right. Tonrex has got a little key maker. You put it in.
Right. Each nipple.
Those are the dials.
Yeah. One's key in, the other one's key out. You know.
Now, you guys already got that safe open.
We
Yeah.
did.
A while
Were
ago.
there any other places that we got stuck with the lock?
I don't know if there are any left that matter.
Well, Tom Rex, you would know.
Ryan, are there any tours that are what? Tarks doesn't even know what we've encountered yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, right now, off the top of my head,
Also, he's not allowed. He wasn't allowed.
You
on
weren't
this-
allowed on the
You
any
were
of the floors too.
You would actually
That's true.
know that the floor that you were on, that you're only allowed on, is the S level.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess seeing the key, I will say, this key here is for the level I was on.
which was the ground floor.
Ground floor.
For us, yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other rooms that...
I think we explored everything. And doors that were locked, someone kicked them in.
Kicked him, or Talos used lock and opened them magically.
So I can't think of anything. But at the same time, if you don't mind, I'm close to bleeding out. I would like to leave this place
Don't you have a wand? Can't you, like...
with 3 charges left.
Well, we could always
I'd rather
head-
just take the chance of going back to town.
Okay.
All right, well, other
I've
than
used
that...
12 of them. Saving the last 3.
12, you hoarder? How
Should attack.
No, I used them all on you guys.
Attack the dog. Roll for initiative.
Now I am main character.
You see his eyes turn red. Kill mode. Murder mode.
All right, if there's nothing else in this room, I say we make our way back out.
Okay, as you guys leave the oubliette and make your way towards the central dungeon area, everybody make a perception check. Erwin?
8.
Doctor?
16.
Oh. Tonrex?
11.
16.
16. As everyone's making their way through, Doctor, you and Oust notice that above that... What?
Oh, I was going to say Doc. Doc rolled the same thing I did.
I did. I said, Doctor, you and Oust.
Sorry.
Pay attention, Junior.
Jesus.
Oh my God, it's a long day.
Fucking voodoo.
Take 5 away from your perception
Yeah,
check.
give that fucking doubloon back. As you guys are making your way back through the central dungeon, you notice that stamped above that congested stairwell, you see a large letter that says U.
The letter U?
The letter U.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
For underground?
Yeah,
Doc, you...
that sounds right. But I'm wondering what R is. Ground floor was S, right? Is that right? Or
the ground floor was S.
I'm assuming.
So R was Hell's Basement, I guess?
Reaper's Hold.
Yeah.
But was there? I don't know. Maybe. I can't
What
remember.
would
There was
be
a
T, the
key
top?
required for that.
Could be the terrace.
Terrace. Tippy top?
Because, I mean, there was the
Yeah,
top
that
we
makes
went
sense.
to that
Terrace makes
was
sense.
Yeah.
just a terrace.
Now remember, these are master keys.
There
So
was
it's not just key to a terrace, it's
Everything.
to everything.
Yeah.
on that floor.
Erwin,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What
They're
does
probably
S stand
based
for,
on...
though?
Yes.
in that well, you didn't find anything down there,
I
or did
think-
you?
Nope. Just my sanity.
Make an insight check.
Everybody?
Everyone?
Everyone. Erwin?
24.
Ooh.
23.
17.
19.
Almost simultaneous, but Erwin jumps the gun on it, realizes that R probably stands for residence.
Oh.
Oh, guys, I think it might be.
Ooh.
I think it might be. What's the guy's name? Warden Hochran's
Yeah.
place.
This must be Hawkman's keys.
Yeah. Ah, makes sense.
So why would one of the guards or one of the prisoners have it? Ah, well, they tortured him. That's true.
Wasn't it a guard down there?
It was. It didn't look like a guard. It looked like a prisoner.
Maybe the
We
pris-
never checked. It could have been the warden's body.
We should actually probably visit.
Oh, the warden's body
The
was
Soriana. We've
in the torture chamber.
we've wiped out all those dudes. We should probably go see her.
We can go back to that oven that tried to kill me.
No. Let's
No,
not
no,
do
no,
that.
no.
Not in our
I
present
mean,
condition.
if we want to finish you off, we should
I
go.
like that idea. We should definitely. You hear this lumbering, scraping noise. It sounds like a giant furnace making its way.
Size that could fit a small child.
If it a small child.
You hear the sound of an oven the size of a small child.
Just so you know, it's written in the AP that it specifies that it's large enough for a small child to fit in this furnace. I wish I had came up with that because that is awesome. But somebody at Paizo is definitely as sick as we are. So.
Sicker, probably.
No, I would have had a child in there.
Eat the adults, just burn the infants.
Trying to think
Well-
of what other rooms we had.
Erwin, you think these are the warden's keys?
I think so. I think the warden would have the master set for the entire prison. And I don't know if that's a prisoner down there or a guard or something. Someone was able to grab the keys, but eventually died down in the bottom of that well. So I'm not sure exactly who had the keys when they died.
You know, Visoriana might know.
Yeah, we can pay her a
These
visit
keys
if we
are,
can.
and whatever weapons you found, maybe she can identify they belong to the warden or
What weapons?
we already know about the longsword.
I guess that's my third leg showing there.
Longswords are not easy to
All right, third leg. Where are you going to go?
We'll go to the second level and see if
So you're gonna
First
go
first
up
floor.
to the first level.
first floor.
Okay. You make your way back up the rope to the training room. You see the set of double doors that lead in once again to the auditorium.
God damn it.
What do you guys want to do? Well, you could jump out the window into the pond below if you want to, or you could go through the double doors.
I know a shortcut. It is through this room with a furnace. We can make it straight to Visoriana, no problems.
You trying to kill us?
Is it
What
large
seems to be
enough
the
to fit
problem?
us?
We've been through there once and it was not pretty.
I say run it.
You just want to run through that room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
We've done it any other
F5,
time.
quick save it.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
You open the door, start moving through. Everybody make your wisdom save. Erwin,
21.
Doctor.
17.
Hard 20.
Oh, the first hard 20. Remember, write into the show or tag and tweet the show, and you can have Tonrex's D20.
Tonrex's teacher. This has gotten very specific.
It's a new D20 too.
Ooh, that's awesome.
14.
14. Everybody makes it through.
Ooh.
That's actually the
Yeah.
DC. So, actually, I don't remember it enough. So you guys make it through. Everyone feels this cold air ebbing towards them. But everybody, Jesus Christ. Everyone manages to make their way to the other set of double doors out into the main hallway. You know that Visoriana Hockren was in the workshop towards the west.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go that
so-
direction.
Yeah. Even, like we ran through there, I just keep up pace, assuming we're all just running there.
As you get closer towards the workshop, you notice this soft blue light emanating from there. It gives you a sense of warmth.
Tom Rex,
I
are you
can
falling
dig it.
behind?
No. I am leading the way.
Tell me what you do.
What's closed? Is it covered up still? Like there's a.
No, everyone kicked the door
Yeah,
down.
yeah, we broke the door down.
smoked
Yeah,
that.
there's no door. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I walk through the doorway. I guess there's no door to walk through, but
You walk through the doorway and you see this beautiful blue silhouette of a woman hovering slightly over the ground. She is just soaking up and emitting this energy, this warmth that radiates from her. And she looks at the four of you and she says, "You have put the Harrowstone prison to rest. With the badge that you have presented me of my husband's office, I shall now become the warden over these haunts. What can I do for you four?"
After we'd eliminated the lopper, we found 2 items. I was wondering if you knew anything about them, and I present the dagger and the longsword.
Dagger, where'd that dagger come from?
Shh. Doc, no one asked.
She looks at the dagger and she says, "This was once the dagger of the captain of the guard, Goethes Vorch. It's a beautiful dagger. He said it was a family heirloom at one time. This mithril dagger shall serve you well. And you know this to be a +1 mithril dagger. Let me explain what that does. Mithril weapons count as silver for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. So where a silver weapon would be required, this would stand in as its steed. And it is a +1 dagger.
How about that longsword?
She looks at it, and you see blue tears begin to run down her cheek. Down her cheeks.
Just one cheek, huh?
A single tear.
Single
Lone
Indian tear. This was my husband's sword. He bested many with this in his earlier years. This is a very keen weapon. In fact, it is a +1 keen longsword.
That is very good.
And what that does is that doubles its range. Whereas if you could hit something at 5 feet with this keen weapon, it can extend out to 10 feet.
Well, thank you for letting us know.
You're going to keep it?
Kind of.
Okay.
I know, outside of character.
He wants you to
That
figure out what the ring
probably
does.
something.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I totally forgot about the ring.
Yeah, outside of character. I don't know about it, but double check it.
Yeah, and the last
It's his
item,
wedding ring. Just wait.
Yeah.
probably.
I mean, the last thing was his sword.
I'll present the ring as well.
Her tears do not stop flowing as she recognizes her husband's wedding band.
Yep.
She chokes up, turns away, and says, "May it fare better for you than it did for my husband."
Is it a +1 wedding band?
Jesus, man.
This is just
Let her have a moment.
How much can I pawn it for?
It is a +1, some type of ring.
Only true love will unlock.
yeah.
That's right.
Way to go, Kendra. Just kidding.
Oh, well.
Now, if the four of you will allow me to attend to my station as warden of the Harrowstone prison, I would ask that you take your leave, please. We are forever in your debt, but allow me to do my job.
Yes, Warden.
All right.
Yep.
Leave. Yeah, no, the doc's already, like, after that, yes, Warden, the doc's already.
God.
I want
Had enough of this freaky place.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
So you guys make your way back out to the front of the prison. Give her leave. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
I want to head back to town.
Should we check? There was nothing in the residence in the Hockran's house that had a safe, did it? Now that we have keys to this place.
I don't think so.
I don't remember one, but this time, fuck this place.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
There was a safe in his office.
Yeah.
We opened that though, didn't we?
Yeah, we opened it. Yeah.
Okay, so that
How'd
was
you open it?
We used knock.
That's right. You didn't use a key.
Of course, we find the keys to the very end.
Yep.
Well, you know, he could have gone down here first. He was waiting
Could've.
for you.
It's fine.
He was happy.
It's fine. I got use out of that spell. I'm feeling good.
So as you guys leave the prison once again, all of you feel a kind of disturbance as you enter the front yard from somewhere behind you. As you guys turn to look once again at the prison, just as before, you were all witness to a large, blinding light coming from the direction of Ravengro, which is behind the prison now, to the north of it. Because remember, you got to go south and then wind your way back up north.
Shit, did anyone else see that light?
So there was another pulsing light.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember that pulsing light you guys
Yeah,
saw
yeah, I was
like
just saying
about
it was like it happened
45
again.
minutes ago? Actually, no, it was longer than that, guys. You guys took an 8-hour
Yeah, we
rest.
took a rest.
Yes.
Luckily, the doctor has auto-darkening on his goggles.
It's like a welder.
So what's about like 8, 9 o'clock at night right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nighttime
Oh,
at
it's
this
dark
point
as
because
fuck
you guys
right
had
now.
gone,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys had taken your little siesta about 11:30.
that was not a siesta.
That's
Yeah.
siesta.
That was a lick
That was-
our wounds
yeah,
and
exactly.
get ready for the next battle.
So describe for me what you guys are going to do. I don't want to thread you guys through the narrative. I want you guys to tell me what you want to do.
Tomrex, are you going to accompany us into town?
And I can no longer stay here, so I can accompany you to town.
Yeah, so it'd be great to have you along.
Just when we get to town, just stick near us. Don't wander off.
I can make no promises.
You look a little cold. Can we get you a cloak? Maybe cover you up a little? Kind of a sight for sore eyes. Yeah, you're gonna stick out.
Do I need to be in disguise?
Not in disguise.
Do you have a disguise?
Can you transform?
There is more. There is more than meets the eye and I.
Oh, that was good.
That was good.
Well, I'd be happy to see what kind of
I think
things you have up your sleeve.
Yeah, I'm debating it because I usually listen to the stuff on the back end, but I'm going to give Tonrex a
That was
fucking...
a
That was
transformer.
really-
There you go.
That was really good, yeah.
All right,
It's fish
that
report.
was- that was-
Fish report.
That was cheeky.
I do not know many people around the town, but I can do my best.
You'll fit just in right.
All right, do you guys want to start heading into town?
I'm not quite sure with that giant flash the second time.
Well, yeah, we got to figure out what the hell just happened.
I mean, technically, we're the adventurers, so we have to
I
go
know.
there. So, yes.
As you guys begin your journey back up the road towards town, you see a collective of white-robed people standing in front of the charred husk of what was once Myrta Straylock's beautiful residence.
Is there a burning cross in the background?
Jesus. Perhaps.
We'll leave that in. You see with blackened timbers jutting upwards like skeletal figures of some demonic entity that still craves for more. You see this elderly man in the most regal of white robes, speaking loud. And you hear him say, "Now be at peace, Mata." And as you turn, you recognize Voran Grimborough.
Is that the guy from the church?
That is him.
All right.
And you see all of his acolytes with their hands in their sleeves, bowing, lift their heads up, and they begin to leave the front of the yard as the light dims down around her residence. He looks at the four of you as you are walking up the road, and he just sees you guys are just pounded, and he says, "What has happened to you? Where have you been?"
We finally defeated all the demons in the prison.
"It looks like it took the life out of you."
Nearly did.
You should have seen those guys.
My concern is, I don't see one of your guys. Where's the other elf?
He said he had to take off and get a pack of smokes.
Yes.
Sure, I'll be back soon.
He'll be back soon.
It's like
These
my
two-
father.
These two joke, but he took on a personal mission. But we happened to find this creature.
The old man looks at you. He's all shriveled up. Osteo has definitely taken its toll on his old bones. And he looks you up and down as he walks around you, checking you out. Kind of reminds him of tin cans that are moving. He's never really seen something like that out and about. He says, "I've heard stories of tin soldiers in the war. Were you one of those? Perhaps an obsolete model?"
I would not say obsolete, but yes.
Old, but not obsolete.
Thank you. Well, it is getting late. My oatmeal is getting cold. I'll be heading back to the temple. I bid you good night.
Wait. Before you go, can you please explain what the giant light that we saw just moments ago?
We were purifying Myrta's home and sending her spirit to join Pharasma.
And it took 2 times to do that?
The demonic entity that existed in this house that took control of her was nothing to be trifled with. Although she was a hard woman, she was a good woman. But I believe that because her home was in such proximity to the prison, it allowed for an evil spirit to enter into her body and do malicious things.
That's fair, priest. I will let you go, but perhaps we can talk about it later.
I would enjoy that.
So I make sure I show my necklace that I am a worshiper of Pharasma as well.
He sees it and he gives the signal of Pharasma.
Oh, king signs.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He shows us gold.
Or
Yes.
what about your...
It's not like a St. Christopher medal. No, we got fucking full width Pharasma.
Pharasma.
Yes, in Old English and gold written on her chest.
Pharazadai. I would very much like to talk with you in the future. That would warm my heart. You're welcome at the temple anytime. Are there any other questions? What is that noise?
Someone's phone.
Whose phone is buzzing?
Mine's silent.
Mine's silent as well.
Mine went off 12 minutes ago.
You know what? I wonder if it's somebody's upstairs.
No, it was mine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I will meet you at the temple. Where's the temple again? I've been knocked around so much I can't remember where exactly it is.
It is to the west of town. I gotta say, I've taken all my notes.
Just
No, I didn't. I
Oh, they're
didn't chuck
upstairs?
them. I put them upstairs. I put them in a folder. There's a reason why. I'll let you know at the end of this.
all right, all right.
We are to the west. As I said, please feel free to join us anytime. And he walks towards a couple acolytes that are waiting for him.
I throw up the shotgun.
Yeah, yo. So as the night begins to wear on, you guys continue making your way into town. You see on the west side of the road, you see Kendra's house. Illumination behind closed blinds. Where would you like to go? Kendra's, or you want to keep going into the town hub?
I think we could save Kendra's later.
I'd rather just go into town.
Go into town.
Go
Yeah.
back to the inn, to
Yeah.
our rooms.
Okay, you guys return back to the inn, the Outward Inn. Still waiting for you. Everything's good to go.
They didn't ransack my room this time.
Nope, you find all of your personal effects exactly where you left them. Everybody's more than happy to see you.
By any chance are they buying us? Like when we come in, so now it's pretty late. It's probably what, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock,
9 o'clock drop.
Yeah, it's probably 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. Didn't take you long to talk with the Grimborough.
Okay, so we get a hero's welcome from all the drunks and unemployed. We come back
That's
to
right. Going to the Laughing Dragon.
Actually, the streets are very quiet.
No, I'm saying when we get into the inn.
Oh,
Who's ever hanging out in the inn at that time?
As we were walking in, it's late at night. Does it look like more people have left town?
yeah. There's definitely fewer people in there. In fact, Pervin's father is nowhere around. Yeah, you don't see Zokar anywhere.
So we could look over towards the bar and it's empty, like closed
No, there's
for
just
the
some
night?
other body working the bar. You still see familiar faces serving drinks. There's fewer waitresses though, and there's fewer patrons in the bar as well. So although it might be warm for you to come to a place like this after having left the prison, it's nothing compared to what it was like a couple days ago, a couple nights ago. There's considerably less traffic in this place.
Is there a bulletin board?
Not in here.
Not in there.
They had the posts. Remember, they had the bulletin
Yeah.
posts all around the town.
No, we passed those. No, we've gone too far.
Yeah.
No, there's 4 of them
One's
They're
further
scattered
up in the
throughout the-
north, yeah,
throughout the town. I think there was one in the center of town.
by the well.
Yeah, there
by
is
the fountain.
between the jail and the general store.
I'm going to have to rely on your notes tonight.
Good thing they're
I
here.
was gonna say his
First
map
one
looks
I
pretty
drew.
damn good.
Still from the
Yeah,
first
good thing
map I
we
drew.
have this map drawn from
right?
months ago.
Yeah.
So as you
4
guys
months ago?
sit down, I'm assuming you guys are going to sit down and order around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
get-
it's still all right. Yeah, just
The barkeep looks up, sees you four sitting down, and as the waitress begins to move towards your table, he holds his hand up, almost like he's gesturing to himself that, I've got this. And he comes up to the four of you and he says, welcome, welcome. Whatever you need, it's on the house. I just have one request, though. We don't serve their kind.
What do you mean, their kind?
This is
He's one of us.
1960s Alabama.
Yeah, I look back at Oust.
We could bring him in through the back door if you want.
You need to share the same respect that you share for us. He aided us. He helped save your city.
It's a town.
Your town. He helped save your town.
How did he do that? I know you, Elf. And I know the physician over here, and I know this well-oiled young lad over here, but I've never seen him before.
Well, we found him in the prison.
Yeah. He takes a half step back, almost as though you've shown him some cursed item. What do you mean you found him in the prison? And you brought him out? Are you drunk? I haven't even served you anything yet.
No,
Why would you bring this thing in?
we're beaten badly, but he showed that he could fight alongside with us and aided us in our need. He's one of us.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
We wouldn't have brought back this machine if we didn't think it was safe for the people.
I am no machine.
I is standing here.
So, by the gods, it speaks too? Next thing you know, you're going to have to feed it.
I do not require
Alice looks
sustenance.
over at Tom Rex. We never discussed you. Do you eat?
No.
Just pie, right?
Just pie.
Yeah.
Oily pie?
Only the
I was
sweets.
gonna say.
Well, all right. So be it. What will you four have? Let me guess. A couple of drinks and a glass of lamp oil.
That would be acceptable.
Oh.
Alice is a little
Shot
shocked,
called.
yeah. A little shocked, oh, okay.
So he comes back. He's got 3 glasses, and he just takes the lamp off the wall and just puts it right in front of the Tonrex. Let you guys have your moment and leaves. The night begins to wear on. As you guys need more drinks and lubricant, he brings them throughout the evening. Night starts to wear on.
I guess it's time to retire. I honestly can't see out of my goggles anymore. The double vision through the goggles is even worse than I thought it could be. I'm going to try and stumble up to my room.
Okay.
Yeah, Erwin will follow as well.
Yeah, follow along.
Spot me.
So you guys make your
Ate
way up
him
to the
up.
room. Night passes. You guys become...
Tonrax, are you coming?
Yeah, follow along.
Yeah, he follows along. I was just curious because before, I think it was the night
There's no
before,
room
we
for
had
'em, though.
we had room. We all had individual suites. The whole upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you can take
adjacent.
Talus's room.
I wouldn't have the key.
No, you wouldn't.
He could
Your machine, can't you?
I could break it.
hesitantly,
exactly.
Well, he doesn't need a
hesitantly
room.
saying, "Yeah,
No
you
offense,
could share.
but
You could
just-
share a room with me. I mean,
Oh. Can you put this attachment on?
by the way, I
I
trans
call
in the
him
nude.
Fisto Roboto.
I also trance in the nude.
Oh, and we will get along well.
So the night passes. There's nothing you want to do during the evening.
After being behind closed doors, I actually want to see if I can investigate further on that ring.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Because I'm good at this. It could have been better, but 17.
I got a 7.
You're unfamiliar with what this is, Oust. But Tonrex, you've seen the Warden wear this back in the day, and you remember him describing this as a +1 ring of protection.
Okay, perfect.
And that'll give you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing this ring. So don't forget the saving throw aspect.
You should wear this ring. It will protect you from all kinds of harm. It was not sufficient for the warden, but perhaps you can fare better.
I think this is junk. You should give it to me to recycle.
I'll hold on to that, Tom Rex.
I can,
Both of you.
I can smelt this down.
Totally. He'll wear it as a monocle. So the night goes on. If there's nothing else that you guys wish to do.
Not tonight, no.
No, yeah.
Wake up the next morning, sun shining, everyone's feeling reinvigorated. And you got some things you guys got to do. I mean, figure you guys have probably been in town for 12 days. So you have another 18 in this town.
All right. After being rested the morning after, I think I am going to end up...
I swear the bird's not back.
It almost sounded like it.
Yeah, right?
Almost sounded like
Yeah.
Between, I think, Erwin, you're proficient in like long swords and stuff like that, right? Martial weapons.
Yeah. Like combat weapons.
Smell it.
I would, but
We do need
It
to
would
bring
come in.
everything back to see what the silver purse picks up. This is out of character.
I know.
Oh, yeah, we got to go to the silver.
Yeah, we gotta give one thing that isn't me.
Well, we brought Tom Rex.
We had something really valuable, right? I forget. It's been a couple of weeks.
We had a painting. I don't know how valuable that actually was.
The
We had a-
painting of Soriana, correct?
Was it for Soriana?
Yes,
Yeah, it
was.
was. A
No, that was in front of the safe, but there was
That
a.
was what the painting was.
Oh, I thought we pulled one out of the that hidden stash too.
I don't know. I don't know where your notes are.
I mean that one I definitely
Talos
didn't
left
write down.
with the notes.
Well, Talos probably left with that.
Yeah, I
There are
know
probably a
it
few
was the
things
one
that
thing
he
that
had
he
to-
left with.
Yeah.
honestly, I think that long sword's probably the best.
There's the ring, the longsword, the
And the
dagger,
dagger.
and then the formerly cursed items you guys had. Those are probably at the top of the list for value.
And Tom Rex.
And Tonra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
but
forget
formerly cursed, they don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, we didn't even think about that. That's,
Wait, Talos suggested it the moment we saw him.
please. Thank you.
there you go.
Honestly,
Talos suggested it the day we saw him.
He did?
Yes,
Well, he's not around, so you don't get fucking shit.
I'm telling you, give me a doubloon for fucking 3 sessions ago.
I'll listen to the playback and we'll determine that on a
All
later
right, yeah,
date.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
You don't even know who had the fucking painting. Ton Rex.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Talos, episode 29. I don't know whatever episode.
No
it's on.
way.
That had to be
He
before
walked.
that.
He talked to the doctor about it. He's like, we have
Oh,
to
yeah, that is
return
when-
the
that-
most valuable thing.
that is when we found him. Actually, it was episode
Boom.
29.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
eat shit, Brian.
Where's that?
Give me my doubloon.
Fuck you, doubloon at.
Yes, that's
You already
actually.
gave him one.
Well, I already
Don't-
gave him one. You're not,
No, this is for 3 episodes ago.
Did I already give you one?
No, you didn't give me one for that.
Well, we'll see how tonight goes.
Oh no, fuck you.
Where's my goddamn pen?
But that is the episode we found him.
Because you listen to the fucking podcast. You can-
I didn't even listen to the podcast. I just
you just wrote down the note. You just took a good hit, you know.
Yeah, it sounds hot.
flip
Rex.
back to
F
episode
you.
29.
There you go, you fuck. There's your fucking doubloon.
All right, sweet.
We also have the keys that we could present as well. I mean,
No.
I don't think anyone gives a shit about the keys.
Honestly, like, the number one thing would probably be that ring.
Do we have a deed to the prison? Maybe. That's
Now, wait a
that's
minute.
property value.
I think
right?
he's the only one that knows about the ring, though.
I know. I'm
well,
just speaking
I mean,
out of character.
I think
right
all
now.
of us
No,
would
no,
know at this
he
point.
showed
'cause
it
I
to
present-
Soriana.
I showed it to Soriana.
so
and
we
we were all
we
there.
know about it, but only you two know what it does.
Yeah.
What it actually is, yeah.
Okay.
But honestly, if you show up with a new ring,
No, I'm not going to wear it.
So you guys wake up
Yeah.
the next morning.
Yeah.
You
I
reconvene.
don't want to give the warden's sword though.
And now you want to decide what to do with Lorman and Kess at the Silk Purse.
Yeah,
Yeah. We did find money, didn't we? In one of the
that's,
safes?
that's not enough.
It
You
was
did
just
find a lot of
mentioned-
money. You did.
I mean, this would be a vote at the table anyways. I mean,
They're gonna want an item. That's the only thing that's gonna keep them off our back.
Why are we here?
we have
Should we present them options?
Ortis.
So like these are 3 options. Like, what would you like the most out of this?
No, I don't know because he said.
I
Well, he
mean,
said
we
top
could
pick up
do
anything. I mean, he wanted.
Yeah, because we don't want to come back. Oh, this is all we found. That is a good point. Want to say, here's what we found. Take what you want.
Yeah.
That is good.
That was my watch.
Damn it, Junior.
All right. Well, then, what do we want to place in the stockpile? I know they sold maps. So maps, keys, items like that they sold to
These
to
guys
people.
will probably sell
They want something
anything.
more valuable.
Yeah,
than that.
more valuable than that to replace
A
the
mithril
stone.
dagger's worth a lot. Let's throw that out
That's
there.
Yeah.
true.
All right.
I mean, that's semi-disposable. We don't need it. I don't think. We already killed all the hunts.
Yeah.
Unless we
Okay.
come across more.
So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. You've had your continental breakfast. And now
Fuck
you
that. I want a full English.
chef's out. He's gone. He left. He
What?
left the
He peaced.
fucking
He left.
town.
Yeah.
You know that the silk purse is probably already open.
Word's probably gone out that we're back in town.
It's possible.
Well, as we're still having our discussion over our breakfast quietly, I say we present some coin and maybe a few.
Hey, do you still have that flute?
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, that's one of
we
them.
should still have all our.
We have all our magical items,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
We could throw that in there too.
We could throw the flute out there.
This flute plays the brown note.
Yeah. Ha cross.
Also, hot.
Hot cross buns
Also,
strictly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The worst flute in the history of the world.
So what item was it that Talos had left with?
He left with the gem. With the.
He left with the Splatterman's book.
Okay, so he left
And
with the
you
book,
still
and
have
he's got the Ion Stone.
Yeah, the
Ion
ion.
Yeah, but that's
Stone.
theirs. That doesn't count.
Yeah, no, we're not giving that.
No, we're
back.
not giving that
because
back.
we never technically stole it.
Okay, so you guys
Even
have,
though he had it.
Even though
covered.
we all knew we stole it. Just all right.
you guys have charms, flute.
Hand axe.
Talos has Visoriana's diary.
We got a hammer.
He actually has.
The hammer of craft, though, that would come in handy.
Talos has a
It
wand
would,
of
but,
hold
yeah.
person.
Well, that doesn't count though. He's not here.
Yeah, he's not here. I'm just saying that's one of the things we can't. But we have other wands, right?
What else did you want to present? You guys are like
So the mithril
spinning
dagger.
this up right now, right? Okay, the dagger.
I don't want to give up the warden's sword. Just
Okay,
in and out of character. I don't want to just give that up.
you had some GP. Do you know how much you had,
Fuck, I don't
or
remember.
how much you're willing to give up? I think the doctor wrote that down.
Talos also pocketed some of that.
Oh, the GP?
Yeah, from the safe.
How
I remember
long
he
ago
pocketed
was
that.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
I don't think I wrote the amount.
How much would you be willing to give them?
Shit, I don't know if I ever wrote that down, actually. Here's all the doors. Here's all the shit.
Did we ever grab any of the suits of chainmail?
Yep.
We grabbed all that, right?
And Talos was not carrying that.
I didn't grab it. Someone has to have it.
So you had chainmail,
4 long swords.
Here's a bunch of junk.
4 longs.
Well, we'll make that a package deal.
Yeah.
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 What about that rope? You want to
Arms
give
and
out that rope?
armament.
The rope of
Magic
climbing.
rope. Yeah.
What about that ring?
No ring.
No ring. What about that long sword?
No longsword.
Nor long sword. I think we.
But you
agreed
want
on-
to do the mithril dagger.
Mithril dagger.
Okay. Then you had a picture, right?
Yeah.
Somebody said they had a picture.
I feel like it's probably going to be the dagger, just because it's
Dick
mithril.
pic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that's a good one.
So
to
those
throw
are
out
the
there.
items that you're willing to put on the table and say, this is what we came up with from the prison. Right? Okay.
Well, we're just making a list. I don't want to put the charms on there. I'm holding on to the charms.
Okay.
I'll leave the axe on there at
Okay.
least.
Got the axe, we got the hammer, the flute, dick pic, mithril dagger. How much GP did you want to give out?
I don't even know how much we had.
Then we said we
Let's
didn't want to
take
leave the
GP
keys.
off.
We
You wanna
wanted
take it
to
off?
keep the
You wanna
keys.
keep it?
Take the GP off because I can't find out
Yeah,
how
because
much it
they
actually
wanted like an
was.
item, something.
They
else.
wanted
Right.
items.
They wanted items.
They
They
wanted
wanted
a
loot.
first pick of the stuff. There were
I also just can't find the GP. I have no idea.
rope of climbing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rope of climbing, that might be something they want to. I have no idea how much GP it was.
Okay. So these are the items that you guys have decided that you're willing to part with.
I think.
Yeah.
And Talos doesn't
What
have
do you have?
any of this any of this
Roughly
shit,
the
right?
same, yeah.
No, this is all stuff that we have on our own person.
Okay.
But you didn't add Tom Rex on. Just kidding.
Yeah, so the 4 long
Just messing with
swords.
you.
Should I not go? Is
No,
what I'm
you're all
trying
right.
to figure out.
So we got the pick.
Oh yeah, Tom Rex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he does bring a good point. Should we bring Tom Rex and find him that tell him that?
Well, let me just tell you about Tonrex. I just gave a fucking gold doubloon to this guy because he said Tonrex would be a good deal.
I did.
So
Talos,
Tonrex is part of this shit.
Talos said that for sure.
I feel like we should bring him, but not include him in the list. and see if they
See what happens?
choose Tonrex.
But you tell me what you guys want to do.
Fuck it. Let's throw him on the list just to see.
Okay,
Or we can throw 'em
we're gonna walk in with Tonrex.
Carrying all this. No, I was kidding.
Yes, with the mithril dagger, and
There's a hammer, axe, and a flute.
no, but we don't want to give him too many options, do we? How many options do you want to go in with? 3, 4?
He only gets one, right?
Yeah, no,
They only get
No,
one.
no,
They
they
get
get to choose whatever they want. They get first pick of anything that's on your list,
Yeah, but
how
first
many?
pick.
and then
And
they
then we
never specified
negotiate.
the number.
That's why I don't want to go in with 2.
All right, then let's not give him too many options.
Okay.
So let's limit this down.
So let's go in with the mithril,
Okay,
Tonrex,
okay,
the long swords, chainmail, all that shit. That's a combo package. Random armaments.
so these two are together. What about the rope of climbing?
that would be
That's
separate.
separate. We'll bring that in. So that's 4.
Okay, you got a hammer, axe, and a flute. You want to separate those or keep them? What do you want to do with those?
We'll separate all those.
Yeah, just because that way it looks like options.
Okay,
And the dick pic.
Yeah, it's a separate one as well. Okay.
All right, I think that's good.
We feel very confident that you will pick this one, but we also have these other options.
Yeah, I mean,
See what they want.
fuck. All right, let's see.
Hey, we picked 8. Yeah.
That's perfect. That is perfect.
Yeah.
okay. So you see before you, the silk purse is open for business.
It is quite dusty in here.
Jeez, you
Bless
guys
you,
just need
Houst.
to, you guys need to clean this place up more often.
Well, look who decided to show up. Yes, look it. It's a... What is this? Yes, what is this? You bring a metal man to our residence. Well, welcome once again to the Silk Purse. What can we do for you, fine adventurers? Yes, what can we do? Tell me, what have you brought us from the Harrowstone prison?
Yeah, we've brought 8 items for you.
Hold just a second, please. Yes. They have a way of finishing each other's sentences. What we want to know is, where is the one who stole the stone?
What stone?
There was a stone
Someone
missing?
stole an Ion stone. I can't. Were you here or was your brother here when that happened? I can't remember.
I think his
I
brother.
don't
was-
remember either.
I don't know, but
I think
My,
I
mi-
wasn't
my
here,
mind
I'm
is
s-
foggy.
I
guys,
think
but
Erwin or
I am not quite sure. Yes, what do you think? I don't know. How should we proceed? I mean, the one who made the deal, struck the deal, is not here.
well, we're trying to fulfill the deal that you made with him.
Yeah,
Although
but-
he's not,
he's not here, so we can't make the deal, can we?
and we're trying to make it right. I mean,
That's too bad. I guess we're going to take all of these items back with us.
Lay out on the table what you have brought for us.
guess he didn't. I thought he was going for the bluff, but all right. Well, lay out his 8 items.
You lay out 7 items.
Yeah,
Tonrex stands,
Tonrex
where,
just stands
Tonrex
there.
stands where he is.
Tonrex stands adjacent to the items.
We'll take the dick pic.
No!
No! That was my favorite.
In this beautiful dagger.
Oof, I was hoping they wouldn't have picked that one.
Who's in charge of the group? Who speaks for the group?
Not me.
All chiefs, no Indians.
Somebody's got to make a roll for
It's
me.
the other way around.
Somebody needs to make a roll for me.
Doc, you make
All right, wait, time. Oh, fuck. All right, what am I rolling?
Just straight up nothing. Just roll your d20.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Their eyes pass over Tonrex. No. Let them have it. Be more trouble than worth. Yes, we've heard of their kind, the way that they turn on their own.
I would have killed you immediately.
Oh, it's okay, Tonrex.
We want him now. Yes, bring him to us.
No. We found him buried in a
I
pile
find
of
this
rubble.
acceptable.
We found him bound in a bunch of rubble. It's a miracle we brought him back into working condition.
Well,
As I try to kick his shin with an audible clunk.
will you be heading back into the prison anytime soon?
I don't
At
think
this
so.
time, no time soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. We were hoping to do more business with you.
If we make our way back there and find anything else, anything we need to unload, you'll be our first stop.
Well, we'll be most grateful. Yes, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
But just so it's clear,
But at the same time, also with that, it's the long swords and the chainmail's too heavy for us to carry around. Just something in good faith. Can you throw some coin for that?
We'll give you 79 gold pieces for that.
That's better than carrying it around, right? Well, you guys carry it around. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Have a nice day. Look at this dick pic. This thing's awesome.
so huge. I want to mount it on my wall.
Right on the ceiling. Spoon me, Lorman.
Is that the first thing you rolled? Is that why you rolled again?
Yeah.
Well, no, I was...
No, because he didn't know how many he was going to take.
yeah.
Okay.
I was going to keep rolling. And then I was like, well, I got the dick pic and I wanted something else.
Okay.
I was hoping I'd get Tonrex. I was going to see what's going to
That was
happen.
gonna
Yeah.
be interesting.
That would have been funny to see what happened. Oh well.
So as they bid you a good morning, you guys head back out into the street. It's day 13. What do you want to do?
We do need to get the stuff out of Kendra's house. We need to. If she's planning to sell her house, I think it'd be a good idea to get the professor's
There's a lot
items out of there.
research in there. But, well, first for this 79 GP I got, you guys carried most of it. So 40, no, my math is wrong.
We can work that out on the back end.
Yeah, we'll do 30 GP to you, Oust, 30 GP to you, Erwin, for humping it around. I'll keep 19 for myself.
Sounds fair.
PPO. For life. So where you guys want to go from here?
Actually, I forget, is there a blacksmith in town?
There is.
Jorfa.
Jorfa the dwarf.
I want to go to Jorfa with the axe.
Okay. You see that she is at the northern section of the town hub. You see that she is just pounding away on something on one of her anvils. You see that the fire in the center forge is just glowing hot. You take the rest of the group with you, or are they? What are they doing?
I'll go along.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. She looks up and sees you guys. She is in the middle of a mid-swing and stops. What can I do for you? I thought I said I wanted nothing to do with you and your group.
It's this hand axe I have. I've been using it recently, and I just want you to look it over and make sure that the blade is still honed properly.
She thinks about it for a moment, reluctantly stretches out her hand to take it, grabs it and looks at it, and her brow begins to furrow as she looks at the edge on this thing, and she's almost speechless, just in awe. And she looks up and she says, "Where did you get this axe?"
I've been using it for a while. I got it from the guild.
She pulls a piece of leather that's hanging from the ceiling, and you see her gently slide the leather across the edge, and it just splices the leather without any effort at all. Who sharpened this blade for you?
I've done minor sharpening to myself, but recently in the field, we've been away between butchering animals and stuff. As you can see, it's full of blood. I just wanted your opinion.
This is
on
an
the
amazing axe.
It
This
is a
craftsmanship surpasses mine.
yeah. I've used it many times. I mean, I've had men,
You've
got
had
to lop
men?
off the
Lots
got to lop off the leg. Just it's worked well for me. It's really good at getting right in between the bones. Just is there any way you could clean it up for me?
Yes, I can. It'll be 15 silver. Come back in a few hours.
Okay.
She goes back she just lays it to the side of the forge and continues hammering on whatever it was she was working on before. not paying that any heed at this time.
Well, I gotta wait a couple hours to get my axe taken care of, so I'm gonna hang around town. Anything else you guys want to do in town before we go back down to Kendra's? It is getting now. It'll be probably midday before we hit the road.
Should we stop by Kendra's?
I think we should stop by Kendra's and at least pick up the professor's artifacts.
Maybe
I
check
think there's
in.
still books from town hall in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get all that out of there, bring it back to town.
I just don't remember which books. You guys have books too, though, that we have to return technically.
Yeah,
I
those
have
are
to
the
look
city
through
hall
them,
books.
but yeah, I know we have our own stuff. We have the doctor's notes, our notes. We got a lot of research in there that we should try and pull out.
As you guys are outside of the blacksmith discussing whatever you're doing, you see an errand boy run up to you. And he looks at all of you and he says, Is there a Mr. Talos here? Mr. Oust?
Talos says currently left. How can I help you?
Sheriff Kayla has asked to speak with you.
Where's the sheriff now?
He's at the jail. He's waiting for you.
Okay. If you're heading that way, just let him know that we'll be there shortly, within an hour or so.
Okay. Takes off. Runs away. Literally right across the hub to the jail.
He's out there drinking.
What a diligent little kid.
Just, you guys are here. There's the jail. There's the center. And you see standing on the porch of the jail, Kaler watching you guys.
This fucking guy.
Just go yourself, you lazy piece of shit.
He's probably too drunk to get off his porch.
He takes a step and stumbles.
It's like looking at us. I think that's them. I can't see.
Hey, boy. Go send a message.
Send a message. Ask if Talos is there. I don't see him.
Oh, yeah, that is it.
So the day's starting to wear on. What do you guys want to do?
At that point, I think I'm going to continue doing what I was originally going to do. I think one of the most beneficial people that would probably get best use out of this would be Erwin with the longsword, and let him hold that in his possession.
Oh.
Make sure you put that in your will to
Herman.
Herman or Sherman or Edwin.
That's a
Or
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Or you just gift it back to me. You know, like,
No, I'd gladly take a look at the longsword.
Okay. That is now your +1 keen longsword.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. 10 reach, that's pretty good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Extend that love.
And then while they're exchanging that, I want to start writing a notice to post on the bulletin board about the jail.
What about the jail?
We did it.
The
Pretty
prison?
much.
oh, the prison? Oh, okay.
I want to make like the Bush mission accomplished.
Mission
Sign.
accomplished! Confetti.
Whole press conference.
Okay. So you're doing that.
No, but pretty much just a note saying, since now the town's kind of half, I'm just going to quietly post it. Just never gave ourselves a name, but I'll list the names of the original 4 that went, and that we, Harrowstone is no longer a worry to you fine citizens.
As you're preparing this note, post me on the bulletin post.
Yeah.
You guys notice there's a canvassed wagon making its way through the center of town from the north, going through the hub and going south. You see it goes down partially towards the middle of the road and then stops probably about a quarter of a mile down the road.
Is it stopped in front of anything?
It did.
Yeah.
Would someone else recognize what it is? Is it Kendra's house?
It's a moving van.
Yeah. If it's Kendra's house, it's a moving van.
No. It's a moving wagon.
Moving caravan.
It doesn't look big enough to have been a moving wagon, though.
Huh.
Is it a hearse?
We should just check it out.
No? Oh.
Yeah.
Conrex will go see what this is all about.
I'll check if my axe is ready before I leave.
Okay. How long have you been messing around in the center of town doing all this stuff?
How long has it been to get the axe kind of ready? She said like a few hours, right?
Yeah, have you guys been doing this thing for a few hours? Just watching
I was
Kaylor
playing-
back and forth?
Yeah.
I was working on the nice note. We played hopscotch, threw rocks at people,
Jump some rope.
sank some pints.
Erwin and I were
Something
talking
we've
about
done
his
a
brother.
lot.
Erwin was wrestling random men.
So you make your way.
Gotta wrestle.
So you make your way back to the blacksmith, and Jorfa's doing something else at this time, but you know that your axe has been moved. It looks like it's been done. Something's been done to it. And she looks up from the soot that's billowing in her face, and she sees you, and she almost has a look of defeat on her face, and she reaches over, grabs the axe, and walks it towards you, and she says, very apologetic, "I'm sorry, I've tried to scrub this. Used all kinds of abrasives to try to remove this stained blood, but it will not come out. I don't know what you treated the metal with prior, but I've never seen anything like this before. Usually a heat-treated oil could bring it to the surface, but nothing is removing this blood. I'm sorry."
I am not sure either. Like I said, it was a gift to me. So, either way, it looks like we'll be in town for a while, so here's something for your time. Then maybe in the future, if any other weapons we need sharpened up, it'll help expedite the process in the future. And I flip her a gold piece. And your silence about this weapon would also be appreciated.
"I know nothing about it. Be well and have a good day." She turns around, goes back to her forge.
All right, which way do we want to go? Sheriff or back to Kendra's?
No, fuck that. Follow the wagon.
Yes.
That's the next plot point.
Well, it's also just interesting.
You don't want her skipping town.
So you guys going to follow the wagon down to Kendra's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see that there are 4 men at the wagon. They look pretty rough. They've got well-worn swords. They got bracers on their wrists. They just look like hardened men. A few moments later, you see Kendra coming out with 2 other men beside her. She looks left and right, eyes darting around, and she sees you guys coming down the road. And she pauses briefly as she sees you oust, almost as though she sees a lost love, and it almost makes her skip a beat.
At least that's what you see.
Is that what I see? Is it?
She just tripped on her own shoe. And she says nothing. She just looks at you guys. And you hear one of the men, you don't really hear him, you just see him lean forward and whisper something in her ear. And it brings her back to the moment. And she says, of course, yes. Yes, that's right. And let us go. And she starts making her way towards the wagon.
Wait, Kendra, come here for a second.
The men at the wagon all look towards you, hands on their weapons. And she says, No, it'll be okay. I know these men. And she looks at one of the other younger men and says, Will you please lock the door for me? And he takes the key.
Do not lock the door. There is city property in there that I've come to claim.
He just sneers at you and goes up and locks the door, and she walks towards you with this man beside her. And she says, Oust, I don't know if I was hoping to see you again or hoping I wouldn't see you again. Where's Talos?
He had to leave town for a few days, but he'll be back shortly.
This town has a way of wearing on all of us. You should know I've sold my father's house with everything inside.
By free will and
Yes.
Sound of mind.
then sound of mind.
Yes, I am leaving this town, this darkened town of Ravengro. I can no longer be here.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but
Then don't
do
be.
Do you not want to introduce us to your new friends?
These are men that I've hired to escort me to where I'll be residing.
It's a lot of men just to escort you to a new town.
I made a lot of money from the sale of my father's house, and I want to make sure I'm not accosted along the way.
Well, there are items that we've left inside. I mean, you could have given us a moment to retrieve our personal effects.
What items have you left inside, Oust?
Well, your father did leave us with a few things in his will.
There are also books from the library that must be returned to the city.
Yeah, there's public property in there that needs to be relocated back to its proper place.
Did you guys not have those books on you?
We do, but does she know that? Roll bluff.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Honestly, I can't remember. I
thought you guys had the
I
books
had
on
the
you.
books, but there was other stuff in the
Okay,
chest.
go ahead.
Fuck. What was bluff again? Intimidation?
just deception, dude. Just
Deception?
This is a straight.
Intimidation.
No, this is a straight roll off.
That's 5.
Nope.
Oh boy.
She looks at all of you and she says, I do believe that you had taken those books with you that were in my father's small chest. I don't think there's anything left in this house that belongs to either any of you or me.
What about to your father's?
Everything that was once my father's was sold with the sale of the house. That was contingent upon the selling of the house. I actually think that the purchaser was more interested in what was in the domicile than the structure itself. And for that, I'm all right, because my father drugged me to this town when I was a small girl, chasing down his idealistic things and all of his hootenannies here and there, and I'm done with this town, Oust. I'm sorry. I had hoped that you and I could have had a life together, but you chose other means, and
Who was that?
I don't know.
Someone's
That was me.
someone's working on a cauldron.
Dog, is that you working on a potion?
Yeah.
It could be.
and I'm afraid I just can't stay in Ravengro any longer. But if you ever get a chance to come to Carrion Hill, look me up. I'll have a new zip code.
What else can we do for this?
You see her-
I know there's something I have.
You see her turn away and
Should-
start moving.
You should ask her who bought the house.
That's what I'm
I'm-
looking up.
I have a guess, but Tonrix would not have that guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the name.
A Divian.
Divian?
Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. When we went to that other house, when we snuck
Oh,
away,
you that guy.
do you have the note of whose house it was?
Yeah.
Remember, it was the one over here, right?
It's the other council member.
Yeah,
right?
it was a council
I
member.
know. I'm trying to find that name.
Fuck,
now.
I'm blanking on his name. Is the problem? I'm wondering if I said that, if anyone would remember it.
That's why I'm trying to find that name right now. It was the one I think that Murta told me not to trust. Maybe.
I'll tell you. For a gold doubloon.
No.
Is Kendra telling us, or?
No, your dungeon master will tell you.
Sebastian?
Yes. it
Yeah, there it is.
That's what it is.
is. Okay.
Sebastian Hearthmouth?
Yeah.
Boom. Nailed
Okay.
it.
Gold balloon, please.
You took good notes. I'm proud of you.
No, but as Kendra tries to turn away, after whispering back and forth with Erwin here, why did you sell the house to Vashian?
She pauses and turns and says, You poor misguided man. Vashian was grossly outbidded on this house.
By whom?
Part of the sale of the house was the man's anonymity.
Like a sea anemone?
No, Oust, you stupid druid. He wanted to make sure nobody knew his name.
You mean anonymously?
Anonymity.
I thought that was that thing.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
bacteria.
that's a word. That's a word. Yeah.
Oh.
You are both correct.
Tom Rex.
Thesaurus Rex.
Thesaurus Rex.
Tonosaurus Rex. One second, I'm changing my character name.
I like Thesaurus Rex.
I wanted to get all of it in there. I'm just going to write Tonosaurus Rex on my character sheet
right.
just for fun.
He was grossly outbid by this man. In fact, these 6 men were provided by him to ensure my safety.
I wish we had Otto.
Can everyone roll a perception check, see if he's seen like the signia or any of the armor that these people are wearing?
Sure.
Jogging.
20.
Do you want to do something, Doc?
Yeah, just look at him and see if I can jog any kind of memory.
okay.
17.
Neither one of you see any distinctive insignias on any of these men. They're not wearing any armor. They're wearing mostly leather type coverings and very well used sheaths.
Hired muscle, man.
They all look very lean. They look like panthers. Bring back the power, yo.
I have an idea who it is.
I think it's a Divian.
You need to shut up over there.
I said it earlier.
Is it guys from the Whispering Way?
Yes.
But I don't know the name. I have Tarfond.
Tarbaphon?
Yeah.
That's a god.
That is.
That's
yeah,
the
that's
god.
that's like
so
a
it's an
lich.
extra-
I probably have it written down somewhere here.
I don't have the
Don't say
name.
anything because Talos isn't here.
I know.
Yeah.
I was talking out of character, but yeah.
No, but that's the only thing I can think of is because looking through all my notes and going through my brain is
Do you say anything aloud?
not right now. Because I don't want to say Whispering Way out loud. Because I don't want to
Yeah.
Okay.
get my shit rocked by these guys. If it is if that is what it is. But
Make a perception check.
22.
22.
Yeah.
You can see that these men are just waiting to pull their blades. They're just waiting for you guys to make a mistake at this point, to say something, to give them an excuse.
Ready? Ready? Tonrax, you
Tonrax.
ready?
She puts her hand on the main guy's arm and says, "Please, Telek, I know these men. Let them be."
Then
What's
the
his name
then
again?
the
Are these
then the
members
arm
of-
blade comes out.
So, after racking my brain for a while and fighting, like,
She walks up to you, Oust, to give you a hug goodbye, and she whispers in your ear, "Do not encourage them, Oust. They work for a man who's maniacal. They will not stop. Just leave them alone. I've accepted the money. I want to leave. Don't jeopardize yourself." She kisses you on the cheek. "You taste like wood chips."
I taste like wood chips.
You're a wooden.
And you,
yeah,
You're a
you're,
I'm a wooden elf.
you
you're a
just
wooden
hang
elf.
out in moss.
you, Tin Man, I hope you find a heart. And you, Cowardly Lion. Going down the line.
Wait, is Oust Dorothy? Just want to get back home to Kansas.
She gets on board
to-
the wagon.
Carrying hell.
The men start getting on the wagon, not taking their eyes from you.
Should I just call him out?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think we'll get him.
Yeah.
I think it'd be best if we get him in the back end.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be a fitting in tonight.
Yeah, just hold off, maybe.
She says the
Come
man
on,
is
Doc.
wears a monocle.
We can do this. Maniacal, not monocle. He's not the fucking peanut guy.
I was thinking of
The Peanut Man?
Monopoly guy. We could always break into the house.
That is true.
Yeah.
We have fucking Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
We have Erwin's legs.
And,
don't have much
and my
spells.
old body.
Yeah.
Oiled body.
We could slide him in places.
We have a little bit of dex. He could fit into tight space. How much dex do you have? I got no
Not that
dex.
much. +2. 14.
Do you want to pursue anything with these guys?
I think we're just going to let them slide. I wish
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah,
way
I
to,
keep
like...
looking
Oh, thank
around.
you for letting them slide.
Yeah,
I keep looking around. Everyone is giving me the
we're giving them... Don't.
just.
Still waving by.
Tom Rex just stuck. Okay, nice to meet you, Kendra.
Those dice said 1, 3, and 4. Been a good night. So the wagon starts to move down to the south. Eventually, you see it leave your sight altogether. Turns
Sweet.
around. You see it heading back up your way again. Stops briefly. Kendra looks at the four of you and she says, I release you from what my father has said. You may leave this town at any time. Let us go, Tevik.
Bye, Felicia.
The wagon starts going north. Because remember, there's no south exit of this town. So.
Just back to the...
Just straight to the prison.
does she even
Well,
stop to
like,
visit
had to
her
make a
dad's,
U-turn.
Yeah.
Dad's gravesite?
Nope. Well,
Dude,
you
heartless.
wouldn't know she didn't if it went into the wrestlands or not. So
The Wrestlings is pretty far away.
So you guys are standing in front of Kendra's house at this point, and you've been released from town.
Anyone want to commit a B&E?
That could be done. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
10 racks? Do you have any moral compass?
None whatsoever.
Yes, you'll fit just well.
Okay.
All right, find a window.
Okay.
Well,
Tell me what you do.
do we don't have any thieves tools, right? We have nothing like that.
No.
I have master keys.
To Kendra's house?
Talos is the one that had knock, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if we should break and enter into it.
No?
It's going to be a lot of work.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
To break a window?
No, and if this guy is that powerful, he probably
Yeah.
already has Brinks installed.
No.
We can come back to it later if we really want to. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna maybe spin our. I mean, there really is not much in there.
All right.
We could just do it for the story later, but now that we're down here, is now
We still have the
Yeah.
sheriff at
now
one
midday.
point.
Yeah.
We go see the sheriff, and maybe after that we can go to the Temple of Pharasma.
Yeah.
So you make your way up to the sheriff.
Yeah, let's go see the sheriff
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. I like how Tom Rex is just following along.
It's like C-3PO.
So you make your way up.
We are going on an adventure.
You make your way up to the jail, and you see Kaler standing out front. Still been waiting this whole time. He is surprisingly sober at this point.
We gave him time to sober up.
Yeah.
And the
Trying
first
to
thing
whinge him
he
into back,
says is, he looks on the group and he says, "Where's Talos? Did he
Always
fall
which
in the prison?"
Everyone asking for Talos.
Everyone asking Vitalis, but no one asking how
I'm
we
not
doing.
talking about this thing.
I will give you the truth.
Please, that would be nice for once, Doctor.
We were spending the night in the prison, on the grounds outside of the prison itself, and he left us in the middle of the night about 2 days ago.
He left you, eh?
He left a Dear John letter.
I would never have thought that of Talos. And what of this thing over here, this mechanical construct?
This is Thomasaurus Rex.
Thotosaurus Rex.
Oh,
Thesaurus Rex.
Thomasaurus Rex. No, I
All
can't
of
even
these
say
are
it.
acceptable.
I think at one point I had Marty written down. Was that for you too?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Marty.
He
yeah.
randomly said, Junior randomly said Marty to Brian.
Oh, yeah, because that's the Walmart robot. Yeah. Marty the robot.
Yeah.
Where did this thing come from? Why is this thing in your company?
We stumbled upon him. He was buried in the prison for...
I have been buried for 50 years.
Good Lord, that's a long time. Well, I did see Kendra leaving just a few moments ago. She had advised me yesterday that she was going to be leaving today. And I spoke with Councilman Hearthmount earlier this morning, and he requisitioned me to say something for you. And basically, you've done an amazing job for this town. and we need for you to do us one more favor. Leave before the price gets too high. As your friend, I know I haven't seemed like it at times, but as your friend, please leave this town. You've done an amazing thing, saving this town, but it was a horrible high price that we had to pay along the road.
If we're to leave, where are we to go? I have a shop that's being built.
Vassian said you can always come back. But please give it some time. Let the townsfolk come back. Let them feel comfortable again. Let them realize that the prison no longer poses a threat to Ravengro. Your shop will be here, Doctor. But if some of the things that Kendra had said are true, your presence are required elsewhere.
She speaks lies.
What did Kendra tell you, Sheriff Gaylor?
Well, she knew that you were beholden to a 30-day holdover here. She told me that she would release you from that bond, as she had sold her residence to a stranger, somebody who's not from Ravengro. And I asked her if she was thinking clearly, and she said she never thought more clearly in her life, that she had finally had a way of getting out from under her father's shadow. And as someone like myself who has ran from a past, to start fresh again is something novel.
Okay.
Oust, what was the name of the town?
Carrion Hill.
Carrion Hill.
Or should we go to the Lebestad University?
Yeah, we need to go to
We're supposed to
Lebestad.
go? Yeah.
Yeah, Lebestad's where we're supposed
Maybe
to go.
worry about Kendra later. Possibly.
I was just asking because I didn't write it down.
Well, I bid you boys a good day, and I'll see you on the flip side, yo. He heads back into the jail and closes the door.
And our dear, this is just between us four. Doc, on the letter that Talos left us, did he say he was going to reunite with us here? Oh, I have it?
Yeah,
Well,
I assume you have it.
yeah.
Because you're the
Yeah, I
You
was the one
tried
that-
to read it out.
I tried to read it out loud.
Oh, God, that was a pathetic endeavor there.
A for effort, D plus, an execution.
That's,
already.
that's
Yeah.
higher than usual.
Yeah, normally I
From-
give you
normally,
Exactly.
normally he gives Fs.
Yeah.
He said he would try to hook up with
He
you
would try
within
to
10
hook
days.
us, Yeah.
He
didn't
hold on to the
specify
letter.
Trying to
Where?
hook up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said hold on to the letter,
Ton
and
Rex
within
got some
10
extra lube.
days to review the letter once again. So,
All right. So it's only day 2, right?
yeah,
Yes.
you got 8 days left.
Okay.
So there's nothing left for you in Ravengro.
Time to move on to the next
Time
chapter.
to-
Time
Yeah.
to move on. And with that, we bring book 1 finally to a close.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was the
Now,
longest 13 days.
I'm going to
Wild
hand
book.
this to Nick.
Is that dick pic?
And what?
Oh boy.
Put your name on that motherfucker and let's take a picture of this. Wherever you want to put your name at. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s. I'll get some more beer then.
Yeah.
Do you hear that too?
Of course, I hear it's my daughter screaming at something.
Just going after
Yeah,
something.
no, there was.
She's working on her thesis of what happened. Her side of the story. Your Honor!
What was that about again?
Which one?
The note or whatever?
She got disciplined for
She-
something that she's too smart of a kid to be like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, she was pretty much waiting for Gavin, I think, to pick her up.
Uh-huh.
And she got in trouble for it. She's like, dude, I'm waiting for my fucking brother to pick me up. She got in trouble for it, and that's like her whole thing. She's like, what the fuck?
Fuck, did I do
Brian said
wrong? I was
pretty
just
much,
waiting.
Sometimes you just gotta shut up and just take
Just take it.
Take the
Yeah,
law.
roll with the punches.
Oh man.
I was going to say, first hour watch and we're already getting attacked by a haunt.